Hey, good morning, Grenada, and to the rest of the world. This is Face the Music. I'm Lexan Fletcher, and of course, this is Spice Cap Radio 90.1 FM. Listen, folks, it's going to be super, it's going to be exciting, it's going to be enticing and candid at the same time. I have a very talented, very mature, very, how should I call him, cool, calm, collective brother sitting in studio with me this morning. He is the face we're going to be putting to the music today, Mr. Dan Silva. I love interviewing this gentleman. This is the second time I'm going to be chatting with him on the opposite side of the camera studio, if you want to put it that way. But before we go any further, just to remind you that this is all about Metronome Records. Don't forget, if you need to find out more information about us, you can log on the World Wide Web. Yeah, it's all about keepinbeat.com. Don't forget, we've just set up the Face the Music outlet on the site, so click on it, and if you want to become part of this program, I'm going to tell you just how you can do that. But until then, we're going to take in some music. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, Dan Silva is in the house. We'll be right back.
I give thanks for life, good job, and for lifting me up, and for making me what I am. Thank you, Father, for the bread that I eat. It fed my soul when my spirit was weak. Thank you, Father, for today. You let your light shine to show me the way. I like to say thank you, forever you lift me up. Thank you, and your praises can never stop. Thank you, forever you lift me up. Thank you, Father, for my life, for my blessings. You show me what's right. Thank you, Father, for believing in me. You opened my eyes when I couldn't see.
All right, folks, welcome back. This is Face the Music, and just a quick reminder, I'm Lexan Fletcher. Just in case you're wondering, in studio with me this morning, of course, in my presence is Mr. Dan Silva. He's a singer, he's a songwriter, he's a husband, he's a father, and he's a brother of the soil. Mr. Silva,
Greetings.
how are you?
I'm fine, Lexan.
So good to be back in this sort of element with you, interviewing you, chatting with you about your journey as not just a musician, but today we're going to find out a little bit more, well, with your permission, of course. With your permission, of course. Dan, let's kick things off. First off, I understand you grew up not one but two places. It's kind of like a split between Grand Mall and Mount Morris. Bring me back.
It's like a juggling.
Yeah, I know. Bring me back to your early childhood days, you know, growing up as little Earl.
Yeah. It's a very long time ago, ain't it? I was born at the General Hospital, St. George's. I nursed my mother's breast, approximately for 3 months in St. Paul's. I was told that.
Really?
From there, we went to Grand Mall to live. We lived there for a while. From Grand Mall, we went to Monk Morris. So I went to Monk Morris maybe around the age of 10, thereabout, you know?
Yeah.
And spend the majority of the rest of my life there till I reach around what? 22. And right now I'm living in Grand Dance in Frequency.
Right.
And it's over 20 odd years now I'm living there.
Yeah.
So when you look at it, I'm a Ghanaian in the true sense of the word.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, you're looking at it from that perspective.
You have
see.
roots all over, right?
Precisely.
Yes, yes. Any siblings?
Yeah, I have a son. God bless me with the first youth son, and he currently to that princess still, you know.
So you have
So
kids.
I have a prince and a
Good.
princess.
Good. Tell me about, I mean, you as an artist, you've had the opportunity to perform with some pretty big names, you know. Just recently, if we can go back there to the Mother's Day concert back in May, you had the opportunity to grace the stage with not just George Nooks, but Beres Hammond as well. What was that experience like for you?
Wow.
Was it your first time, first off, performing with Beres Hammond?
Yeah, very first. The whole event for me was a very, very blessed and beautiful event. I did performances in Grenada for quite a while. I did performance in Jamaica, performance in Tobago, England. But all the performances I did and all the different stages I graced with many of these international celebrities, this has been a first show that I have felt complete.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Very much so. The whole nature of the show is based upon bringing some love to the mothers, really.
Yeah.
The whole atmosphere, the environment was very, very conducive to that. And I was well received by the crowd.
Good.
I was pretty much amazed when I started singing the first song, which was a cover track by Luciano. It's Me Again, Ja. And I noticed that the ground was clear. There was nobody on the grass, really. And when I started to sing, I realized, wow, these people just leaving.
The love was flowing.
And just run and come forward, you know?
Let's talk about support of local artists, because it's something I'm really passionate about, and I'm quite observant as to the lack of it at times. And I'm happy, you know, and I wanna commend the Grenadian followers of our artists, etc., and the supporters, because, you know, time and time, you know, we need the people to come in and perform, you know, to mix up the event.
Definitely.
And we appreciate that. But I think that, you know, it's so important to uplift and support our own. Because just looking at the smile on your face when you talk about the experience of the field being clear and then you start to perform and it's just a rush. I mean, what are your personal views on how our artists are treated locally?
Well, first of all, I would like to differ from using the word local.
Yeah.
Right? And my reason for that is it has a negative stigma within the society that anything that is local is not of international quality.
Right.
So therefore we have that stigma within our minds. I don't think the Grenadian artist is truly getting a fair deal. You know? I very much appreciative of the program that you're having to have the artists brought to the forefront.
Thank you.
But the personalities plays a very critical role in helping to develop the artists, to help propel the artists forward, sort of marketing indirectly, you know. But that you will find the Grenadian people start to appreciate what they have more. But when they are being bombarded with foreign music, right, and not given tribute to very good, authentic music in Grenada, I mean, the artist is really getting a raw deal. And I would like to add also some of the promoters. Baka Judah, Sunshine Promotion, is the only one promoter I'm seeing in Grenada that is trying to make a difference by giving Grenadian artists an opportunity to showcase their talent.
Yes.
You see? So that is critical. So, but the art form really need to be developed and take it at a level that we create an industry in Grenada that is a force to be reckoned with, because Grenada is very, very talented
Definitely.
You know,
I agree.
I mean, I've heard some rap artists and R&B artists, and if there doesn't say Grenada, you will never know these people is Grenadians.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know?
Well said. Well said, my brother. I got a question for you. Your family, your friends, maybe close affiliates, if they had to describe you, what are some of the most common words they'd use to describe you? Lewis Dan Silva.
That's a tough one.
Good. I told you I needed the permission, right?
And you often put me in tough places.
Yes. I mean, the introduction of the program, just based on me knowing you for a short fraction of the time, you know, I know you're quite a collective person. You are a very mature individual, and that has nothing to do with age.
No.
But, you know, clearly, I'm sure even your children, your wife, your family will
Well,
use
I guess at times, you know, different people have different opinions about me. To see, you know, that I can point out an individual or individuals that will say, this is a personality and this is a character of Dan Silva to be had.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there are different sides to me as an individual. And maybe at some point in time I might bring across an arrogant style to you. At that day, according to my state of mind, you know what, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you might put me in that light.
Yeah.
Not really getting a true opportunity to cipher the person, see who the person is. I'm just a human being like anybody else.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it will be difficult to really pinpoint exactly how people think about me.
You got your days, your off days, your
That's
on
right,
days,
that's right,
that kind
that's
of thing.
right, that's
All
right.
right, I'll let
But
you
I think
off the hook.
generally, I think I'm a nice guy. I like to believe that. You know?
Yes, of course. Cool.
Especially with the ladies.
I think we all have our moments when we you know, we just trip off, and trip off not in the sense that we go mental,
No.
but you know, we tolerate a certain level of things, and you know, we all have our breaking points.
Definitely.
You know? We all have our
And strange
breaking
enough,
points.
it's just that day, the slightest straw will break the camel's back, ain't it?
Yeah. Tell me
Because-
about your passion for music. I'm just feeding off of what you're speaking about here in terms of your personality, and a lot of musicians or artists like to say, you know, I don't mix matters when it comes to my work. When it's work, I work. When it's about my music, I'm very serious, and I look for professionalism, that sort of thing. Tell me about the passion you have, what you will tolerate and what you would not tolerate.
I want to tolerate ill discipline, and when I use the word ill discipline in the strictest sense of the word, when coming to deal with my music, I'm very serious. But at the same time, I'm very much open to constructive criticism and ideas. You see, if I may have a rehearsal session to go to, and the musician is expected to be there a certain time, I expect to see them there at that time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
These are the things that sort of frustrate me, but I've come to a place where I find inner peace. So I try not to allow these things to get to me,
Yeah.
you know, to stray me from what I'm really about,
Yeah.
which is my music.
Yeah.
But I strive for professionalism in the strictest sense of the word. Every note for me is important. It had to be right, it had to be correct. And I think I could answer this question in a roundabout way in relative to the question you asked me before. We're coming to my music now.
Yes.
People knows that I am very serious
Yes.
about my music. So this is no question. There's no question about that in regards to my music. I like to have my things done properly because I think that is the way to go. If you are doing something and your heart is halfway into it, best you leave it alone.
True.
You know?
True. Hey, folks, wherever you are listening to the show right now, so happy you could join us. It's all about Face the Music. And at this time, we'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll chat some more with Mr. Dan Silva. And we might just get a little bit even more intimate with Mr. Silva. We'll be right back.
Thank you, Father, for the bread that I eat.
back. It's Face the Music. And of course, we're putting a face to the music today, as always. And today, the face is none other than Mr. Dan Silva. If you're just tuning in, don't forget, in a couple minutes, I'll let you know how you can become part of the program. And meaning you, one lucky person, not too much now, but one lucky person will get the opportunity to throw a question our way. If you want to find out something about Mr. Dan Silva, just log on to www.keepandbeat.com. Of course, it's all about Metronome Records. You'll find the Face the Music logo right there on the front page. Click on it and shoot us some information. Just let us know what you'd like to know about Mr. Silva. Well, we're back. Dan, I just wanted to ask you, seeing that we're in the month of, we spoke about Mother's Day. Father's Day is around the corner, and you are a father.
Is there a Father's Day?
I like to think so.
Yeah.
I don't see why we can't let the men go get the massages and the manicures and the facials, and but I do agree with you. I like the equality thing. I think that everybody should have their fair chance.
Definitely.
And I support the men when they say, it's always about Mother's Day. There's Mother's Day concert, Mother's Day contest. Make my mom over. What's going on? I say, hey, if you say make my dad over, will you show up? And most of the time they won't. Well, you know how it is.
Have it been put to the test?
Well, I might just have to do that. I think I put my foot in my mouth, but let's see what happens. But as a father, tell me about one of the most important, lessons that you'd like to teach your son and daughter about life in general.
My father is a very disciplined person. He's basically a disciplinarian. I think he had dealt with me more harsh than he should have. But these are parents does sometimes.
Oh, yes.
With good intention.
Love, yeah.
I grew up in a very disciplined home. So I carry that measure of discipline. That was cultivated in me as a person. I guess as much I'm very receptive to those sort of discipline, because you may grow up in a home with different siblings, and no matter the discipline is being executed, them don't, that don't rub off on them.
Yeah.
But fortunately for me, it has, as a father, it's a very, you become a sacrificial lamb if you truly want to be a father to your children, Music has always been my aspiration, and I had to put that on hold to a certain level, because I could have left here and try to find greener pastures other way to foster my music and bring it at a level, but I didn't, so I'd made a sacrifice, and I'm proud of the sacrifice I made, because it's very unfortunate to see some children are growing up without a father, and I think it is very important for men to take up the responsibility and father their children.
So true. And on the note of your kids, your son, how old is your son?
I wonder if you want me to divulge such information.
If he has your genes, don't worry. You don't worry about growing old and being too old and all that stuff. But I know you have, let's say he's in his 20s, your daughter.
No, late 20s.
Late 20s,
yeah.
Okay, you see, the genes at work
30,
already. You see what I tell you?
Well, you look at 20 years old.
That's what I'm telling you. He's got the genes. He's been blessed with that gene. And your daughter is early 20s, or is she there yet?
She's 24.
And I understand that they pretty much want to follow in your footsteps.
Yeah, they are not my kids no more.
Yeah.
They were my kids one time.
Yeah.
When they were kids.
Oh.
There's the children now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, they're always your babies. I don't care what nobody say. Always. But I know you did mention that your son, he delves into, does he sing, or he just does the technical bits and pieces?
No, he's technical. He's a technical minded person. But he's into the music. But this particular song that is playing, there's a DJ part in the song that he did.
Nice.
So he's not deep into the music as I am. I think there's something that is holding him back. I can't really cipher it because all the opportunities there before them and they're not embracing the opportunity.
Right.
And I often say to them, I see DJing, you know, I often say to them, they basically born with a gold spoon in their mouth from the era time in which I was growing. Where right now, you can go into a studio literally without money in your pocket. Once you strike an arrangement with the studio.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. And your daughter is into singing, right? Because I think I heard a little something from her.
She is.
Lots of potential there. Good. Let's talk about a more. I know you're a cool, calm fella, but I'm sure you have. We want to know about the Dan that like to chill out and relax, and like the younger folk would say, chillax. Sporting wise, hobby wise, do you have a favorite sport? Do you do any sports at all?
Well,
you say that like, boy, that was.
I used to do table tennis, things
really?
like just for my own personal, never take part in competition. As a guy, I don't like competition. Football, cricket.
Nice.
Good. But I think age is catching up on me now. So.
What age? What you talking about? Man, stop it. We just talk about your son being blessed with the genes, Come on.
I think all the injuries of the past,
That's
coming to haunt me right now.
Yeah. You know what I didn't ask you, and I'm kind of curious to find out. When did your musical journey begin?
Oh boy, Lexan, I'm going to answer it this way.
Answer.
I think my musical journey began when
You're smiling.
When my father planted the seed.
Really? From conception.
Ever since I knew myself.
Yeah.
Right? I knew myself, but I know myself now.
Yeah.
Ever since I knew myself, I always wanted to be in the spotlight.
Really?
With music.
Yeah.
I always have visualized myself as the greatest singer in the world. Nice. Be our next Michael Jackson.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? This is how I used to visualize myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has always been a passion. As long as the Lord bless me with the voice and the breath of life is within me, I can't see. It's like an addiction. It's something that I must do. Right? And many a times my wife will tell me, boy, best if I get this thing. See? Because it's not putting food on the table. I've never made anything for my music, really.
Love for it. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I can say, well, except when I went in England, I bought myself a box guitar.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But outside of that, I've never, for the years I've been involved in music, I mean, I get some change by performing,
right.
Which is very, very minimal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it costs you more to prepare for a show than what you receive. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You go to the studio, do your music, and there's no monetary reward from it. You're not in a position that you could put a compilation of songs and make a CD, authentic CD. There's a lot of factors involved. So
it's been a tough road.
A tough road.
It's been a tough road,
and it's getting tougher every day.
Yeah, and because we're in that sort of mood right now, where we're talking about the toughness and just existing, in the industry on the island. Any regrets?
Well, I will have regrets. Yeah, and my regrets is that I don't want to sound boastful, but I must acknowledge the fact that I have the talent to make it on an international realm. And it's very unfortunate, as a Jamaican say, you have to dance a yard before you dance abroad. And we can't dance a yard. So it's difficult to dance abroad. I hope that in some mysterious way that the flip, the script can flip.
Yeah.
Maybe I might be able to go somewhere
Yeah.
and blow from out there, and then Grenadians will accept me. And unfortunately, so this is the mindset of the people.
Yeah.
We don't appreciate what we have. We never recognize. We don't believe in ourselves as a people, right? To say that we have the ability to do such and such, or we have certain things that is of a very important values, right, to the people and to the nation on a whole. So it takes somebody from a foreign country to come and say, oh, your island is beautiful. Oh, you got beautiful scenery, beautiful this or whatever the case may be. And then they started buying into that.
Yeah.
Why it is we have to be always buying into people things? Why can't we sell something to the people?
Yep.
But we're not doing that. So
And
the
I get
mindset of the people have to change.
True.
And there's where the politicians come in too.
Hey, let's.
I
not
don't want to
start.
get started on these
don't
guys.
Get, you and I both. Don't. Let's not start on this. Before we go to the break, I just wanted to find out if that dream of yours were to come true and you get the opportunity to do an album, what would the most likeliest title of that album be?
I juggle that in my mind so many times. But I think I'm going to entitle the album Glad to Be Alive.
Nice.
You know?
Nice.
Because I think this is the first song that I've done, I recorded, that sort of brought me to the limelight to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Because I did a video to complement the song.
Yes, nice video.
And due to the video, a lot of people started listening to me.
Yeah.
And getting to recognize, well, who's the sports in that song. Because people used to feel when they never saw the video that I was a Jamaican. I got that experience in the show, Mother's Day.
Yeah.
People was asking if I was a Jamaican, and this is the same point I'm making.
Yes.
We don't believe in ourselves. We only feel a Jamaican can sing reggae music.
Yes. Well, folks, I'm chatting with Dan Silva, and no, he's not Jamaican. He grew up in Grand Mall / Mount Morris. He is a brother of the soil, truly talented, and we are uplifting him right here, right now on Face the Music. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we chat some more. It's all about Dan Silva. We'll be right back.
You know, you never miss the water until the well runs dry. That's what my mama used to say. Now, here I am, singing the blues. Here I am, I was such a fool, too blind to see. Such a fool now. That your love was the one for me. Now that you left me and gone, my soul is lost in pain and misery. Won't you please return and give your love to me? Yeah. You never miss the water till the well runs dry. That's what my mama used to say. You never miss the water till the well runs dry. Oh, if you see me cry. my house is no longer a home. I'm sure. And I am left to face life all on my own. On my own. And oh, how I have learned my lesson well. Lessons to be learned. Never to take one's love for granted. You never miss the water till the well runs dry. That's what my mama used to say. You never miss the water till the well runs dry. Oh, if you see me crying, my woman is gone. If you see me crying, my woman is gone. She's gone, she's gone so long. Have you ever seen a big man cry? Whoa, yeah. Tears from my eyes, tears that I cried, tears from my eyes, tears that I cried. You never miss the water till the well runs dry. That's what my mama used to say. You never miss the water till the well runs dry. Oh, tears from my eyes, tears that I cried, tears from my eyes, tears that I cried.
Hey, welcome back. It's Face the Music, of course. It's all about the Metronome Record family. Hey, listen, I also want you to check out our Facebook page. It's all about Facebook, let me tell you. Check out our pages, because I think we've got a group page and also a general Facebook page. If you need to interact with us, you can do so on the page. And right now, the invitation is open to you, the listeners. If you would like to ask my guest in studio, which is Mr. Dan Silva, a question, feel free to shoot us an email, or just the easiest route, I would think, is to pop onto the Facebook page. It's Metronome Records, and ask anything at all that I probably missed and you would like to know about Mr. Silva. So we're back. Dan, tell me about, I know we're getting down to the meat of the matter in terms of your passion for the music and for what you do. And, along the lines, I'm learning slowly but surely that you are also one of the artists, very talented, who has been faced with some serious challenges in terms of acceptance, etc. How much of a challenge is it for you, would you say, when it comes to marketing your music, getting it to hit the airwaves out there?
It's very hard. My personal opinion on this is it's sort of handled in a political way. When I say so, in that some people with the personalities may have a grudge for whatever reason. It might be against me as an individual, all right, or any individual for that matter that is involved with the music. But they just have a grudge. What? I'm not playing Canadian music, man. For what? You know what I mean? They just take up that negative attitude.
Yeah.
Now, some of the personalities will play the music. You can't accuse them for not playing the music.
Right.
But they don't push the music. They don't promote the music.
Yeah.
Take for instance, there was a True Love last night was playing my songs, and it bigging up me as an artist.
Good.
So it's planting that seed in the minds of the people that this is a Grenadian artist.
Yep.
They just love and appreciate his music.
Yep.
So these are some of the challenges which I think that the media plays a very important role. I compliment those that still take the initiative, but they need to improve.
Yeah.
And understand how the music industry runs, what DJing on a radio station is all about, and things of that nature. There was something else I was going to say, but it slipped my mind. I hope I remember it.
I hope you remember it. I definitely hope you remember it. When it comes to, let's say, you spoke about another challenge of yours in terms of the financial backing, gains, Is there anything that you feel that you wish you had known about the industry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had known everything about the industry. I'm involved in the music, and there's a lot of information that is many of us artists in Grenada does not have access to in the past. Maybe now, yeah, because of the internet.
Yeah.
You see, and that might have created some stumbling blocks. It will have created some stumbling blocks. In Grenada here, I think we need to move away from that tradition. You know, I would like to see that someone I come to recognize that this industry could build. We don't have an industry in Grenada, right? But this industry could be built, and that person or that company could live off of that.
Yeah.
And a Grenadian artist can get a food same way. You know, people have to understand the whole economical spin-off that can come from Grenadian artists going outside and perform, bringing the money back to the country and spend it here, right? The government, I must say, need to play an integral role, right, in relation to help developing the culture in Grenada, right? They have to put mechanism in place to safeguard the artists, right? For instance, radio stations. You want to organize a radio station in Grenada, these are the rules and these are the regulations, these are the conditions, right? You must pay 30, 40 or what agreed upon percentage of music of Grenada in order for the artists. And when these things are happening, you will see younger people will tell themselves, listen, something can happen for me as an artist. I want, best I pursue music. You understand what I'm saying? But you hear most of the time they talk about culture and culture and culture. What culture? You see what I'm saying to you? Our culture, as far as I see it, in the minds of the powers that be, is carnival and calypso. So we are limited in our vision and in our scope. Right? And fail to recognize that we are a people that is bigger than that.
True.
So they all put us in a vacuum. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not good for the development, for the country, and for individuals.
So true. Well said.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, this little island of ours, there's so much talent on this island. You know, so many younger people and people who are existing in just the whole musical entity on the island. They need somewhere to go. They need an outlet. They need an avenue. They need a push, you know. But the support just isn't there. And I think a lot of people talk about dreams of building performing arts. You know, forget about the buildings that's going up. I mean, the ones that should be going up is not going up.
It's the people.
You know?
It's the people that have the talent that should be. They should be the buildings.
Yeah.
In a manner of speaking.
Yeah.
The structure will come after.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You have the structure, but you don't have people to make use of that structure. So what sense does it make?
Yeah.
And what I'm saying, something I was going to say too, we need to move away from the tradition of just going in a studio and pay money. And if you can't pay money, you can't get nothing done. Somebody needs to take up that mantle, be the pioneer, right? And say, listen, I'm going to set up a proper studio, a proper managing company to manage artists. The responsibility is to manage the artists, market the artists, find jobs for the artists. I would like to see that. I introduced that thought. If I had the money personally, that is what I would have done. Right? I mean, I talk to people, I share those views and thoughts, but nobody seems to arrest it and take it on a different level. I hope your company will do that.
Hey.
Definitely. I hope you make a difference.
Yeah, definitely. Well, guess what? That's why we're here, Brother Dan. That's why Metronome Records is here. We're here, and after the show, don't worry, we'll be chatting. But it's a new era, it's a new time, and I think that now we have the persons on board who understand what it takes to manage artists, to manage the music, and not just to concentrate on a particular genre. No. But we're spreading our wings. We're spreading the services, and for you out there listening, and if you're hungry for the exposure, Metronome Records, hey, that's a place to be. Brother Dan, don't worry, we'll show you the door. I really want to find out. I'm getting really, I wanted us to have nice light bursts during this interview, but I'm enjoying the energy that I'm getting from you, because You are a respectable musician in the society, and I don't want to break you down to bits and pieces, but I really want to know, what is one of your biggest fears in life?
Wow. Tough question again. Sometimes I never sit down and, I live my life so simple. I just take one day at a time.
Yes.
I try to avoid letting fear take control of my life. What I would, we are only here for a time,
Yeah.
But I would like to make a dent or make an impression in the music industry before my life continues on the other side.
Yeah.
Alright, and viewing the world today, the way things are, take into account that I'm getting younger.
All right.
That I'm getting younger. I'm wondering if I'll be able to make that dent.
Yeah.
I don't want to be known just by a few Grenadians.
Yeah.
I want to be known to the world that at the end of the day, that Rastaman had made a very significant contribution
Yes.
into the music industry and to have an impact on people's lives
Yes.
in a positive way.
Good. Good.
That is one of my fears, that I might not be able to accomplish that.
Yeah.
But I still live in hope.
Of
I don't
course.
live in despair.
Of course. Of
You
course.
see, so with the Lord, anything is possible,
True. So true. So true. Is there anything that, I'm going to take you back now. We're going back. Is there anything that would take you back to your childhood days, bring a smile on your face? That nostalgic moment, that moment, something happens and bam, you're back in Grand Mall swimming on the beach or something.
It's always back to music.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, because I remember the days when I used to start singing in schools, approximately around 7 years in. And every end of term, IT school was like that. You have to come and show some sort of talent. Whether it's dancing, whether it's a poetry, or whether it's acting or something.
Yeah.
And I always used to sing music. I always used to be singing. So that was my thing. And I remember children from different schools used to come around because, Heinz school always have these sort of activities. So many of the schools, children used to come by and, give the support. So, these are the things I reflect on. It brings a smile on my face.
Yeah.
And come to recognize, you know what? You're born for this purpose, because I'm telling you, if I didn't love music, I would have never been here.
Yeah.
Because I've never achieved anything rewardingly from my music.
Yeah.
Nothing tangible.
Yeah.
But what makes me feel good is that when I do my music, a couple of people hear it and they feel good, I like it.
Yes.
So that gives me a motivation to continue.
Yeah.
So this is what I want to.
Let's talk about Dan Silva, the spiritual individual. Do you consider yourself to be a Rastafarian?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I'm not growing out dreadlocks because it is fashionable. And dreadlocks don't make you a Rasta man. Neither don't have a dread does not make you not a Rasta man. Right, if I explain myself right.
Yeah.
It's a way of life. You see? There are certain principalities that a Rasta man deals with.
Yeah.
And it is spiritual and moral principalities that we are governed by.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if this answers your question.
Yes, it does. Basically, it does. It does. Thank you, folks. It's Face the Music. I'm chatting and getting deep, and it's quite a soothing interview, I must say. And I'm very grateful, Dan, that you're being so candid and open with me this morning in terms of your personality and your trials and your tribulations. Folks, don't go anywhere. We've still got more of Dan Silva right here on Face the Music. We'll be right back.
How about you and I? Yeah. the type of man who love to say precisely what's on my mind, girl. I wanna love you. I wanna love you. I really wanna love you. I wanna love you all night long. I wanna love you. I wanna love you. Really wanna love you. I wanna love you. I wanna love you all night. Girl, your sexy body really drives me crazy. It sends chills up my spine. I wanna caress your body, be your one and only. Won't you please give me the time, girl?
Hey, welcome back. It's Face the Music. I'm Lexan Fletcher. Don't forget, it's about Metronome Records. Yeah. Listen, if you have to do one thing today, ensure that you start uplifting our own and celebrating our own and supporting our own. And we're starting to do that right here, right now on this program, Face the Music. Send us some feedback. Don't forget to check out the website, www.keepandbeat.com. And our Facebook page is in existence as well. It's all about Metronome Records. And with me, we're just in the last few minutes or so. Well, not few, maybe about 10 minutes or so, in the interview with Mr. Dan Silva. And Dan, like I said, I cannot thank you enough for being so open and so honest. And I think that it's crucial that the nation, knows of the struggles that not just Dan Silva goes through, but every other artist on this island. And it's not just about soca and calypso, it's about supporting all the other genres and uplifting our artists in whatever genre they're strongest in. You've been married how many years?
Okay, Lexan, first I must say, I'm very appreciative of the invitation.
Oh yes, you're welcome.
To be on your program.
You're welcome.
I always interviewed myself, having next son in the next corner interviewing me. So it is a reality now. But in relation to the question I asked, it's 31 years this year.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah. And I don't know if your wife listening to this, but Mrs. Lewis, don't take this wrong, but I just want to find out, what sort of qualities would you say you really find admirable in a woman?
In a woman. Okay, in a woman.
And we could talk about your wife as well. So
in a woman. My taste varies. In terms of the physical appearance, it varies.
Right.
But I always like a woman that is spiritual. First of all, that'll be God fearing. Morals is a very, very big thing to me. Or deportment.
Yeah.
Or attitude.
Yeah.
These are the ingredients, some of the ingredients. I don't want to make it too much. I have a long list.
Because we know you're a simple man.
Because I'm a simple person. But these qualities, I don't like a shiny eye woman.
Yeah.
I like a woman that is contented.
Yes.
Somebody that is understanding when you could eat a steak today, eat a steak. Tomorrow you might have to eat a bakes and saltfish, you just eat a bakes and saltfish.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Don't push me in a position that you feel I had to go and steal or do something that is unbecoming because you want to live a certain lifestyle.
Yes.
Then that is not the kind of woman for me.
Yes.
So next time what you see is what you get. I just
and that's the best way, because nobody likes to do the probing and trying to figure out and overanalyze and all of that. What you see is what you get. I like that. I really like that. In terms of your support system, apart from family, I'm sure you have other people who exist in your life who have been really good support systems for you.
Yep.
Can you mention some of them?
One guy that really, really, truly believes in me. And I know if he had the money, I'd have been far gone. Yeah. There's a guy called Andy Smart.
Hey.
And it so happened that this guy is a Trinidadian.
Yeah.
And this is the same point I've made in the oldies, that we don't believe in what we have as Canadian. It takes a Trinidadian to come here to discover my talent. and did all what he could have done, you know, with the limited powers that he had. Because Glad to Be Alive video,
Yes.
that is his production.
He did that. Yes, I know. I remember.
And it cost me no money. You see what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
And at the time when he did it, it cost over $20,000 to do it.
Dan, I don't want to cut you short, but we're close to
time.
being out of time. But just really quickly, what would you like people to know the most about you?
Oh boy, I've been asked that question by you already.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I would just like people to accept me for who I am.
Right.
A simple person, straightforward,
Yeah.
straight up,
Yeah.
no nonsense,
None at all.
discipline,
Yes.
you know.
Yes.
Deal with my music and take my music seriously,
Mhm.
and I hope that people out there will just will continue to support in whatever little way, because you know it's one cocoa full basket.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just
That's
remember
it.
me as a simple person, man.
Yes.
As
And
a Rasta man cutting and going through. You know what I mean?
Dan, thank you so
It's an honor.
so
It's an
very
honor.
much.
It's
So
an
so
honor.
very much.
I think we need to do this more. So.
Yes, we do. Yes, we
And give me
do.
some more time.
Definitely, folks. I've been chatting with Mr. Dan Silva, of course. Check out his music, you know, and I'm sure, Dan, don't worry, we're going to put some information on our Facebook page and let people know how they can find out some more about you and where they can find out more about your music, etc. Folks, don't forget, it's all about Metronome Records. Check out our website, www.keepandbeat.com. Next week, Wednesday, boy, I tell you, taking it to a whole different level. It's the man. He's going to be here. He burst onto the scene in 2007. It's all about the soca reggae artist, Brother B. I'm out. Thank you so much, Brother Hervin Hood. Thank you so much. And remember, we'll see you next week and start uplifting and celebrating our own today. Have a blessed one. Bye.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.